People ran for cover in the frantic moments after a shooting in downtown Columbus last Thursday. One woman bravely rushed to the victim's side to try and save his life. She speaks with our Scott Martin. He joins us live in the studio with more on this story. Scott?
Yeah, Joey, it's a situation hundreds who attended the party that night at the Trotter never saw coming. There's one young woman, though, who heard the cries for help for Cordell Lewis, and she jumped right in.
At night that's still haunting. For the first time, Jasmine Walton is revisiting the site 27-year-old Cordell Lewis was fatally shot outside the Trotter Convention Center.
It feels surreal. It feels like, almost like it never happened.
On the night of the shooting, Walton says people were running to get outside, unaware someone had been shot. Once outside, Walton says people were screaming for someone to help Lewis. Instinctively, she sprang into action.
I got down and I started immediately trying to get a response out of him. When I didn't get a response out of him, I checked his pulse.
Walton began chest compressions. As time seemed to stop, there was a moment of relief when Walton says Lewis took a breath.
I told him to hang in there. I'm not going to let you go. I want you to stay with me, stick with me.
Walton says at one point another shot was fired as she was doing CPR. As people scattered, Walton stayed by Lewis's side.
No matter what happened, I was going to stick there and do what I had to do until the EMTs came.
Lewis later died at the hospital. Overwhelmed by the chaos of the night, Walton makes a call to the one who trained her.
She was crying and asking me a lot of questions.
Anthony Colon with the Columbus Fire Department says Walton needed some understanding for feeling at fault.
I told her everything she did was proper. A lot of times it's just out of our hands. It's in God's hand.
Though the ending didn't turn out as planned, Walton says she'd do it all over.
In a heartbeat. Anybody, I would do it again.
Walton also says she'd like the family to know she's praying for them. Colomb notes that in CPR training, one of the first things taught is scene safety and credits Walton for her bravery. Today would have been Cordell Lewis's 28th birthday. So far, no arrests have been made in the case.